his parents, okay? And we know now more than ever the inherent value of this book of books, okay, that we call the Bible, okay? And the role that all of its judgments and precepts and promises and teachings and statutes has had, first in the lives of our grandparents, who were Nathaniel and Sylvia, and Clarence and Hagar, and also the effect that it has had on their children, our parents in particular, Rufus and Veronica. And that's Rufus Sr. and Veronica. And the result that it in turn had on their children, all 9 of us, Sylvia not being present. We read in the book of Deuteronomy in chapter 4, where Moses reminds us, or reminds the people, about the role that God's precepts and his statutes that were taught to them, that they should remember them, okay? But not just remember them, but they were to remember and to do them. Why? Because it says that that was their wisdom and their understanding. Okay, Moses also reminded the people to take heed and to pass on all of the teachings to their sons and to their sons' sons, to generations. And we have 3 generations present here, our parents having passed. Okay. With this in mind, we want to ever be mindful to pass on what we have been given, and that's material things and knowledge, okay? Our inheritance. We are to remember and to pass on our inheritance, which is what? The land where we stand. Land that was passed on to our parents from their parents, land that our father and our family toiled on. We want to remember the house that we grew up in and all the labor and the hard work that it took to get that house. We want to remember and pass on our family traditions, which include the knowledge of agriculture. Our farmer, I know Andy mentioned, did you know what your father, your grandfather did? Well, he was a farmer above all, okay? Agriculture, planting and harvesting. Remember the traditions of canning. Who remembers what, older women or the prior generation didn't can providing for their families? Remember the traditions of sewing. You heard about the display that of Mom's quilt. She did that to provide for her family in the winter, protection. So we are to remember and appreciate and pass on our inheritance. Now, what we're going to do now is pass on. We're doing a ceremonial passing on or handing down of this Bible that was presented to our family to our parents by Lorenzo many years ago, I believe in 1956, if I'm not mistaken, it's found in the Bible. So we're going to have Zion passed on from the oldest, our brother Lorenzo, who will pass it, go ahead, who will pass it down to our second oldest, Junior, and Luther, and Bernard, and Leroy. Sylvia being absent.
Yeah, I know you got place.
Bernice, Pat. And then on to myself. I am the youngest, of whom will pass it on to the next generation, and we have as a representative here the oldest member present, Rudy, who with his peers in his generation will be responsible for maintaining and passing along the inheritance that we received in the fear of God. Okay. I'd like to just make note that although we did a ceremonial passing along of this Bible, it will physically remain in our parents' home as it has been for the last 56 years. Thank you.
And that concludes.
That's very nice.